This is the second video on how to record IP cameras on the cloud using Angelcam. If you watched the first video, don't miss this one because I'm going to teach you how to improve your recordings. So keep watching. Alright, let's keep working with the IP cloud solution I have here. And just remember, this is the second video. If you didn't see the first one, just take a look here in the channel, look for the first video, because here I'm just improving what I did in the first video, right? So basically here, just a quick recap. Here I have my camera close to the window. I'm pointing to the window here. We can see image live here on the right side. This is coming from Angelcam, from the cloud. You can see a difference here. You can see a delay because the image is leaving the camera, going to the cloud and coming back to my computer, right? And a quick recap here with the diagram. Here I have my camera pointed to the window. The camera sends video to my computer directly, so I can have like an image here, and also can have the image coming through the internet to the recording server on Angelcam. Okay, so back here to the diagram, we can see that the video here coming from the cloud is a little bit choppy. When we see some car passing here, we see that's chopping, right? That's because the way we configured before, here in the, we can see that in the other video, we see just a car was passing by there. It's a little bit choppy. Then we're going to improve that, okay? If we compare here with the live image, this is, let me just get the image here from the browser. This is a live image. Okay, so here I'm opening a browser on my computer locally here on my laptop. You see the car, it's passing there. It's just live. From here we can compare with this image. I'm filming the my window, right? So we can see and we can compare that's live. It's pretty fast, right? But when it goes to the cloud, we can see the difference, right? And also the video is choppy when you see from the cloud. Let's improve that, okay? So here, let's take a look at the configuration of the camera. I'm using here MJPEG, and I'm using the profile 1 from the camera. Okay, we can see just here, profile 1. So basically, the server, that's just right here, the Angelcam server, is sending a command to the camera. Here's the command. Okay, so the camera receives that and sends the video to the cloud, all right? So the camera is receiving a command that says, hey camera, send me the profile number 1. Here we go. Okay, using codec MJPEG. Let's come here to the camera, we can see that. So here we go. If we come here to profile MJPEG, the profile number 1, I have here created the camera. Profile number 1 uses 1920 by 1080 resolution and uses 5 frames per second. Here's my limitation, right? That's why my video will be choppy. I don't have a frame rate high enough to have a better video there, right? And also I have a higher bandwidth because MJPEG don't compress that much, and I need to use more bandwidth for transmission, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change for the second profile, H264. Okay, here I have the same resolution, but look here, I have more frame rate. I have 15 frames per second. And also when I use the codec H264, I can compress more. If you don't understand about codecs and all this stuff, you can see more information on my website, learncctv.com. Remember to visit so you can learn more, right? So that's all what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this to H264. But if my camera does not allow to do this, if I can't change here, because if I try manage the camera here and just change to profile number 2, I see that I can't. Look, I have MJPEG here. It's grayed out. I can't change. Even if I change here, I already tried, it doesn't work, right? If I change here the command to profile number 2, to codec H264, it's not working, okay? This is the command that the server is sending to my camera to get the video. So it's getting in MJPEG, right? So a trick here that I can do is use RTSP. Okay, RTSP is a protocol, so I can't use the command from the camera, RTSP. Okay, that command I get from my manufacturer, right? So the command RTSP, that's real time streaming protocol. RTSP, real time stream protocol. So if I have this command, I can't put here on the server. So the server is going to use RTSP command to retrieve the video from my camera. Okay, that's what I'm going to do here. So here, guys, I have the command for this camera I'm using here. Every camera is different. I'm using Samsung camera, so this camera here uses this command. If you're using Hikvision, if you're using Dahua or other camera, you must find the correct command, right? I will leave here in the link to the description some commands, RTSP commands that I found for Hikvision NVRs, DVRs, and things like this, right? But if you have a different camera, you must take a look at your documentation, the camera documentation, to find the RTSP command, right? So basically for this camera, the RTSP command works like this, RTSP, right? Here I have the user, admin, the password, okay, at the IP of the camera. In fact, the IP, the external IP here from my router, right? Remember that the router already does the port forwarding to the camera. So the external IP, profile number 2 that I have created in the camera, and media.smp. This is from this manufacturer, right? If you are using other manufacturer, that will be different. Okay, probably is not gonna work if you try to use this in a Hikvision camera, for example, right? So I'm gonna use this command here. I'm just gonna copy it, right? And later I'm gonna paste there in the camera, okay? In the server, sorry. So here I'm going to remove this camera. Okay, let me just say I'm testing it, remove it. Here we go, starting from scratch. Let me connect again a new camera. So I click here, choose regular camera. And here I put 8264, any camera, right? Because I have the command here, I just paste it in here. Okay, so that's it. It's done. I have all the information I need here. Okay. User, password, the IP address that I have here on my router, profile number 2, and done. Everything is connected already. Oh, it's just missing the port, right? The port for my camera for RTSP is 554. Okay, 554. So now I have the complete command that the server is going to send here to my camera and get the video, right? And just in case you are wondering, where did I get this port for, right? The information for, I got from my, let me just check here, from my camera, right? Here I have the configuration for my camera. I came here to IP and port. I have here port, RTSP port, you see, 554. That's from my camera. And I also have this information in the router, right? The router already has information here to port forwarding this port, okay? If you don't know how to do port forwarding, all this stuff is not the subject of this video. Again, right? I can do this in another video, or I can check my blog to learn more, but I'm just talking about this command that I must have, RTSP, and then I'm going to use it, okay? Enough of talking, let's see if it's working. Detect camera. And now the server is sending the command here, the router sends the command to the camera, and the camera sends back and arrive here in the server. If everything is correct, I'm gonna see the image here in a while, right? Usually take like 30 to 40 seconds. It's not that much. Here we go. Looks like it's working. So trying to retrieve the image from my camera. Now using RTSP and profile number 2, that will be better. You see, we got it. And let's just put the name on the camera here. Camera in Miami. We already see the difference here. It's still in delay, right? I still have the difference in delay because remember that the camera is sending the traffic to the server and back to my computer, right? But you can see already that's not choppy anymore. Okay, so proceed here. Here, your camera has been connected, so everything's working now. Let's see if it's bringing the video. Just a little bit more, and here it is, okay? So our car passing by here. It'll take a while to see here because of the delay, but when some car is passing here, we can see that's not choppy anymore, see? Much, much better, right? Now, because, take a look here, you're using now H264. It's not the MJPEG anymore. Here's the complete command I'm using. And I'm using profile number 2 from the camera. So back here to the camera, I have a video profile and profile number 2, H264. I can see here that I have 1920 by 1080, 15 frames per second, compression level 10, right? So you see, guys, here in the camera, video profile, I can create different profiles here. In this camera, up to 10, depending on your camera, right? So that's the idea. So I change the profile, I use an RTSP, and now I can see better, have a better image here. Here's live from the camera, right? And here again, from the server, you see, pretty good, right? And here I have also information from the camera. I can just open this tab and the camera is gonna show me how much bandwidth I'm using. If I'm using MJPEG, it's 5.7. If I'm using H264, that's profile number 2 I'm using, it's 1.7, right? So much, much better. You see here, the profile number 1. I have using 4 or 5 frame rate available, frames per second, right? And H264, the second profile, I'm using 15 of 15. That's why it's not choppy, right? I have more frame rates working here, using less bandwidth. It's much, much better to use H264 for that case, right? So if your camera doesn't work well with the other profile, JPEG, because it's too choppy or something like this, you can use H264 just like I'm doing here, right? Alright, we just finished the video number 2. There's a 31 coming. I will talk about audio recording on the cloud, so don't miss it. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your thumbs up and your comments. See you in the next video.